Oh boy. Here we go again.
The sun down here, I've got Mercury represented in this first orbit, and it supposedly orbits somewhere around 43 million miles at its maximum. And then you got Venus over here at 67 million miles in the second orbit from the sun. And of course we've got the blue marble. We've got Earth up here in the third orbit, going around the sun at 66,000 miles an hour, supposedly at a distance of 93 million miles from the sun. Okay, and in the meantime, we're spinning around here. Okay? And right now, the reason I got the light, I just wanted to cast a strong enough shadow. So you see, this would be daytime on this side, and it's nighttime on this side, the dark side. Okay, so I get thinking, we are out here, looking this way. We're looking out that way. Well, we're not the Earth out of its orbit, but we are looking this direction, toward the darkness in our sky. Okay? Now the question is, why can I see Venus at all? If Venus is rotating down here in its second orbit, we're in the third orbit, but we are facing away from Venus right now. How come I can see it in the sky? I mean, it might be up here, wherever, but it's still maintaining this circular distance here inside the orbit, on the inside orbit between Earth and Sun. So why am I able to see Venus on the dark side of Earth right now? It would have to be out here to enable it to be seen. It would have to be catching the light from the sun and being able to be seen here. If it's where we are told it is located, we would not be able to see it in our night sky right now.
Okay.
Behold. I used AutoCAD to create a simplified version of the solar system based on the data that can be found on the internet. It was very difficult. Just kidding. It took only a moment. Now, how about we put your worries about the visibility of Venus from Earth to the test? Let's have a look on Earth by following the sun's light which engulfs the planet. Behold. Earth in all of its 2D glory. I personally think it is quite obvious to see where the daytime side and where the nighttime side is, but to make sure you understand what you see, I created a visualization of it. It even shows an approximation of the time depending on where you are. With this out of the way, let's point our view towards Venus. As you can see, at the current set of positions, Venus reappears back into view from behind the horizon at around 3 a.m. in the morning, and disappears at around 15 p.m. Now let's have a closer look at Venus to see what sort of picture we can expect to see from the second planet of this solar system. Given you actually know how to focus your Nikon P1000 correctly so that it does not just show a watery blur of light. Accordingly to the geometrical data, we should be able to see a half-or gibbous Venus like in the example pictures between the times 3 a.m. up to 15 p.m. Though daylight may be an obstacle that reduces the actual time in which Venus may be visible. But, I hear you think over your definitely not existing involuntary 5G nanite implant between your two frontal cortex halves which I'm not supposed to talk about. What if Venus is currently behind the Sun? It rises no problems at all. The same rules as before apply. Venus is perfectly visible at the expected and in nature observed periods. In this case around the times from 7:30 to 19:30. Just as a further add-on, we already saw what the geometry suggests when Venus is supposed to be visible. Let's see what Google says. Ah! Very interesting. The exact same thing. Who would have thought? It is almost like someone was using a not-to-scale representation of reality with faulty data and then got confused to why it does not add up. And do not forget that the solar system is not a perfectly flat disk like my simplified representation, also that Earth's axis orientation differs depending on the season, which influences the point of nightfall and sunrise and with it the visibility time of Venus seen from Earth. Anyways, congratulations on reaching the end of the video. Unfortunately I am all out of cake, if you were expecting one. The last restock was supposed to arrive 638 years 7 months 19 days 40 minutes and 33 seconds ago. Oh well. Although the pursuit of knowledge should be reward enough by its own. GLaDOS out.